Greetings and namaste, divine infinite light beings. If y'all see me snatch this motherfucker off, it's because I can't take the dysfunction. And with that being said, somebody can't take the dysfunction as to where they at, right? But I was picking up on some very narcissistic ass energy, right? Um, very narcissistic ass energy, right? Um, I was hearing, walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way, just give me a kiss. So somebody could like rock and roll, like that real hard rock and roll, right? I can't even remember is that Aerosmith that sing that? I don't know. But somebody could be not be going the right way with the arrow. So Spirit is saying make sure you follow the right arrow that you take, right? Smith, somebody's last name could be Smith. Somebody could like the cookies, Granny Smith. Um, somebody could like vanilla, right? Somebody could be vanilla, right? Um, somebody's lucky number could be 7. I see 777 right here, right? Um, But yeah, I was hearing walk this way, talk this way. So somebody could also too like lost boys, right? But somebody is lost, right? But somebody could like the lost boys, right? And somebody could have been trying to get you in a cult as well, right? Because the lost boys was kind of like a cult, right? um Take the messages as they resonate for you, but they had kidnapped the girl and put her in the cult, right? Trying to convert her to the vampire. So somebody trying to convert you to being coming to the dark side, but you was able to escape because that girl was able to escape. So you could have had a lover come to you, come and help you escape, or it could have just been spirit helping you escape, right? But um you're healing from whatever this was. You're healing from whatever this narcissistic ass energy was, this hating ass energy, this controlling ass, demanding ass energy, wanting you to kiss them when they wanted a kiss and only when they wanted a kiss, wanting you to walk and talk a certain way when they wanted you to walk and talk a certain way. And when I get that, I get the human on. I get the depiction of the devil with the got the human on a chain by the neck. It's got a male and a feminine energy. So somebody could have been bisexual, um, or you could have somebody could have been secretly bisexual or openly bisexual that you could have been dealing with as well, right? But you had the courage and the passion enough for yourself to be able to take suitable power back. Remember, yesterday this word would not come out of my freaking mouth for nothing, but here it is flowing just as easy as it want to flow. So you could have had a problem on yesterday, and today is flowing better for you in today. Remember, the messages are always present, past, present, and future, but we remain in the present energy. And so this person is very narcissistic, right? And you was having a lot of compassion and focus towards this person because you've seen the influence that you could have on this person, but they just didn't want to accept the influence, right? And so this person's very jealous, very narcissistic, want to pick your friends, want to pick who you hang around with, pick your family members, pick what you want to pick, with how they want to dress you, and what you could wear outside and what you could wear on the inside. And probably was doing this with your kids too, if you had any kids, picking your kids friends, telling your friends, your kids, what they could wear and what they couldn't wear. Very narcissistic energy, right? Very narcissistic energy, right? As you was being very sensitive with this person and just trying to, show them show them love. You was trying to show them love, right? And somebody could have a new love coming in. Somebody could have a new love coming in. It's some divine infinite light beings that have earned their stripe. 11:11 on the clock. Spirit said, look at the clock. That's twin flame energy. Have earned their stripes to have true love in their lives, right? You didn't took too many endings from too many different people that you tried to love, right? And it didn't work. Too many people that wanted to control you and rule you and tell you how to talk and tell you how to think and tell you how to walk, right? Right? I knew a person one time that we wasn't even dating, right? We were just friends or whatever, right? But when I met this person in a certain way to where I was still the same after I met him, but the jealousy that had formed with us being connecting, mushing together, intertwining, um this person got a little jealous because me, um I'm freeless. I like to be freeless, right? And ladies, you know what it is. When you be freeless, you come home, and so somebody can't wait to get home so they could be freeless. Just rip off the bra and be freeless because you had the shit on all day, right? But me, not me, right? When I choose to, I choose to. When I don't, right? Because I'm freeless, right? So the person that I was dealing with, that's how they met me, freeless, right? But then going on down the line, it's like, why you don't have that on? If you were mine, you would have that on. But nigga, that's how I met you. You forgot that's you the one told me that's how I met you. Like, stop playing with me, right? But so this is the energy, right? Now that they had you in their grasp, right? They became controlling. They became they so that's saying they met you a certain way and tried to turn you into something that you wasn't, right? Yeah. Yeah. But they couldn't do that because you stable. This energy, this negative energy couldn't bring you off your stable foundation of how you wanted to be for yourself, right? Yeah. So you had to detach from them, right? You had to take your control back, right? Yeah. You had to take your control back. It is what it is. Now you happy, harmonious, living in harmony and feeling free and shit, resting and shit, meditating and shit, feeling accomplished and shit, This just you in your solitude, enjoying you, right? Because you was able to escape. Either somebody saved you or you was able just to escape on your own with you in spirit, right? Either somebody saved you physically out that bullshit or you was able to escape on your own with just you, yourself, and I in spirit, right? Yeah. But whoever this is sorry. Now they sorry for treating you, trying to control you, being narcissistic, up at night, just anxiety, worried, and fear about, even going to sleep because they having nightmares about, your supernatural spiritual war team is hunting their ass along with theirs because, like Spirit said, y'all was supposed to be connected. Y'all was supposed to be a divine partnership. So now they are being haunted while you're still standing in your courage and being guarded against these people. You don't choose to intertwine with these people no longer. You was able to escape their lies and their trickery, right? And they gave you a lot of shattered dreams, right? So you was able to get up out of that shit. Why would you go back to that shit? Yeah. You was able to escape the illusion. So, if you was able to escape the illusion as they was wanting you to walk this way, talk this way, and being a vampire drainer, because that's what the Lost Boys was about. They was sucking the they're vampires. They were vampires. So you was dealing with a vampire entity that was draining you dry, and you was able to escape that the grips of them, right? Through all the illusion. So Spirit is saying 10, 10, 1, 1 on the clock. Continue to stay without continue to be free from the illusion of this narcissistic energy. Ashe, Ashe.